she'd be like.
Start off the final game of the championship match here. Number 5 for Calgary Christian Academy. Slippery Rock in blue. Riley's able to send it back over. Number 4 over to 24, sends it back. Number 5, just barely able to get it over. Hannah diving, not able to get there in time. The first team to 15. Win by 2, of course. Will take home the trophy. Five with the service. Emma sends it forward. Caroline sets up Jessica. Jessica able to send home the spike. Number 5 with the diving play. 24 gets the spike. Jessica getting a piece of it, knocking it out of range to play. 2-0 is the score. Panthers are down by 2. Number 5 with the service. Goes off Jessica. Emma keeps it alive. Hannah with the final hit makes it over. 99 forward to number 4. Number 2 gets the spike opportunity. Takes it. Hannah with a diving play. Number 4. Number 24 goes cross court. Number 2 spikes it. Jessica with the block. But Calvary return it. Hannah to Caroline. Jessica spikes it down. Number 5 with a diving play. Number 11 across court. Number 24 bumps it into the netting and down. Panthers on the scoreboard. It is a 2-1 game. Caroline service makes it over. Number 2 with a diving play. Return it. Jessica sends it right back. 2 with a spike. Hannah's there to send it forward. Monica sends it up. Number 11 spikes it down. Hannah's there to send it forward. Jessica kneeling down with that bump over the net. Number 5 to 4. Cross court. Number 2 spikes it over. Hannah sends it forward. Riley sends it up to Jessica. Spikes it over. Not able to get it over the netting as it hits the white on the top of the net. 3-1 is the score. 99 takes the bench. Number 10 comes into play. Number 11 to serve for Calgary. Emma over to Riley. Caroline with the spike. 5's there ready for it. Number 4 sets up number 10 for a spike. Emma's there to bump it back into play. Riley up to Jessica. 5 with a diving return. Riley sets it up. Jessica able to chip it over a blocking wall, makes it a 3-2 game. Panthers are still down by 1 though. Number 4 over to number 24, sends it court wide. Number 2, spike from number 2 is inbounds, and the Panthers are down by 2 once more. 4-2 is the score. Number 22 to serve. Monica able to get there in time. Number 5 goes to number 22. Jessica spikes it down, and the Panthers are now only within by 1. Panthers trail by 1. Jessica's service makes it inbounds. Too bad the camera doesn't want to focus though. Digs it up. Number 22 goes court wide. Number 4 spikes it down. Emma's there to hit it up. Riley sends it back over to Emma. Spikes it over the net. Number 4 goes over to number 22. Sends it forward to number 2. Able to get it off. Riley with a tip over the net. 99's there. Number 22 sets it up for number 4 to spike it over. Hannah gets a piece of it. Jessica with a third hit. Not able to make it over. 5-4 is the score. Panthers are only down by 1. Number 2 with the serve for Calgary. Jessica sends it forward to Riley, sends it back to Jessica, spikes it over, 99's there, number 10 digs it up, number 99 finishes off the play. Jessica sends it forward to Riley, tips it over the net. Number 22 hits it, number 4 with the final hit makes it over. Riley's there, sends it over to Emma, back to Riley. Jessica hits it otherwise, and into the netting. Panthers are down by 2. 6-4 is the score. Number 2 with the service for Calgary. Hannah hits it up, Riley once more. Hannah tips it over the blocking wall, 99's there and ready for it. Number 22 goes over to number 5, spikes it over. Jessica's there to send it forward to Riley, over to Hannah, who's set. 99 with a diving play, Hannah once again with a tip over the net, 4 points. Score's now 6-5. Panthers are trailing by 1. 99 over to number 22, goes cross court to number 5, spikes it over. Hannah gets a piece of it, but not able to keep it on the other side of the court. 99 with the service. Number 11 comes into the game. Number 10 takes the bench on the Calgary side. Jessica sends it forward to Caroline. Hannah with the spike, gets it over the blocking wall and out of bounds. 6-7 the score. Wait. Emma with the service. Goes off number 2. Number 4. Number 11 gets it over. Riley to Caroline. Sets up Hannah for the tip over the net. Able to get there. Number 5 hits it once. Number 2 not able to get there in time. The score is now tied at 7s. Emma with the service. Number 2. Number 4 goes cross court to number 11, spikes it down. Jessica's there to send it over to Caroline. Hannah with the final hit makes it over. 99 hits it over. 22 to recover. And number 5 sends it over. Riley over. Hannah gets the second hit. Riley hitting it up into the ceiling. Number 4 with the service. It is 8-7. Jessica sends it over. Caroline sets up Hannah. Tipping it over. Number 5 hitting it over the net. Caroline missing that final tip. The Panthers call a timeout. Score being 9-7. Panthers are trailing by 2.
Why are you so depressed?
9-7.
What are they saying?
What are you doing?
Thanks.
We return to the 9-7 game. Panthers are trailing by 2. Number 4 with the service for Calgary. The jump serve. Hannah's there to receive it. Caroline sets up Hannah. Able to tip it over. 99's there and ready for it. Number 4 sends it back over to number 5. Spike comes down. Jessica's there. Caroline sends it court wide. Annika bumps it over the net. 99 sends it forward to number 4. Sets it up to number 11. Spikes it over the blocking wall. Jessica's there and ready for it. Now, Caroline's able to finish off that play. 5 with a spike. Jessica gets a hand on it, but Calgary extending their lead to 10. (10-7) the score. Riley hits it into the ceiling. Jessica's able to retaliate. 24 and Hannah get into a tipping battle, and Hannah emerges victorious. Hannah service, 99 sends it forward. Number 4 sends it court wide. Number 24 spikes it down. Emma's there to send it forward. Caroline to Hannah. Jessica and Hannah miscommunicate, and the ball touches the ground on the Panther side. The score is now 11 to 8. Five with the service, goes off Riley. Emma to get it into the middle. Caroline to finish off the play. Number 4 sends it into the middle of the court. Number 2 with the spike. Riley and Hannah both go for it, and they collide. 12-8 is now the score. 5 with the service for Calgary. Goes off Riley and Emma and down to the ground. Panthers call a timeout as the score is 13 for Calgary and 8 for the Panthers.
My head pressed together. Almighty kind of sad. Yes, finally. So what are you saying? What are you saying?
Why don't you just... Never mind. Panthers are 2 points from elimination. Number 5 with the service for Calgary. Hannah sends it over and hitting the ceiling. Calgary now looking at match point as the score is 14 to 8. Panthers will not be able to make a mistake from here on out. Number 5 with the service for Calgary. Riley hits it up. Emma sends it forward, and Jessica to finish off the play. Number 9. Number 4 sends it court wide. Number 2 comes down with the spike. Jessica gets a piece of it. Annika sends it out of bounds, and that is the game. 15 to 8 is the final score. Panthers fall to Calgary in game 3 of the championship match.